watching NBC4 New York. And now, this is News Channel 4 at 6.
A guilty plea from the nurse who says he killed dozens of patients.
Charging Peter to spare Paul, Governor McGreevy's massive new tax plan.
And fears that a new cement plant would cover the eastern seaboard in a blanket of smog. Good evening. A new study by the American Lung Association warns that New York City has some of the dirtiest air in the country. A group of environmentalists says the air could get even worse if a new cement plant opens up in the town of Hudson in Columbia County, potentially spreading pollution from New York City to Maine. Senior correspondent Gabe Pressman's here now with more on this for us. Gabe.
Yes, Chuck, it's a classic conflict between environmentalists and developers. The battle is set in one of the most scenic places in America, a bend in the Hudson River, 70 miles north of the New York suburbs. From Greenport, just south of Hudson, dramatic views with a wide expanse of trees and shimmering water, looking much the same as it has for centuries. The St. Lawrence Cement Company wants to replace an old cement plant in Catskill with a massive facility. On the river, a large dock. Inland, a 1,200-acre open-pit limestone mine. Across the road, 40 acres of buildings with a 400-foot-high smokestack. These photo simulations show, critics say, the ruined landscape. Ned Sullivan of the Scenic Hudson Coalition warns,
the Environmental Protection Agency has established that the pollutants from this plant could travel as far as 500 miles. So Manhattan, Westchester County, Rockland, the entire Hudson Valley will be affected by the pollution from this plant.
Sullivan says the facility could emit 20 million pounds of pollution a year. Nitrogen oxide, a component of smog, would amount to the same as the exhaust from 200,000 cars. Sullivan, a former state deputy environmental commissioner, says the ozone produced by this plant will be dangerous.
Asthma is on the rise, Gabe, here in New York State and Manhattan, all the way up the coast of the Northeast. And this will increase that kind of problem among children and among the elderly.
But the company says by replacing the old facility across the river, this plant will be a textbook example of compliance with the Federal Clean Air Act.
This replacement plant will be a cleaner facility. It's going to reduce acid rain, causing sulfur dioxides by 85%. Lead and mercury are going to be reduced by 95%.
The patron saint of the environmentalists is Frederick Church, a leader of the Hudson River School of Painting. He built this mansion in the 1800s and painted the views. Will Church's vision be destroyed?
If a plant like this is built, that entire vision, and we just don't have it anymore.
In downtown Hudson, which has attracted a bustling business in antiques, a shop owner says she doubts the economy here will benefit.
The St. Lawrence themselves say that there will be no net change in spending in the economy.
But those who work here hope for more jobs.
And for job security around here, it'd be very good because there's really nobody hiring around here now.
The company spokesman says despite opposition, the project will go forward.
We're going to stay the course. We are firmly committed to this project.
The proposal must pass several governmental hurdles. The Department of Environmental Conservation must pass on it. Soon, opponents are hopeful that the governor and avowed environmentalists will weigh in on their side. So far, the governor hasn't tipped his hand. Chuck?
Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you very much.